Oh, let's see. Oh yeah. Talk about it. We're gonna talk about some real nigga shit in a minute. Cause I ain't finna talk about none of these goofy ass niggas that put themselves in jail, bro. I mean, I understand this content, but bro, like, bro, what about the real niggas, bro? You feel me? Like, I got actual family member fighting fucking body right now, bro. Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody covering shit. You feel me? Cause of fucking lawyer money right now, bitch. For real. Salute, free my cousin though. Fuck that brick baby and shit, bro. Brick baby. I don't support women beaters, bro. Sorry. But yeah, I need to stay in jail.
A 4-hour journey turning into an all-night-long drama.
It was the longest day ever.
Lorraine Fushi, just one of nearly 300 Delta passengers forced to stay aboard 2 grounded planes for more than 6 hours overnight in Montgomery, Alabama. What was it like?
Well, we had pretzels over and over again. After a while, I did take a nap. It wasn't comfortable.
The airline says severe thunderstorms forced 2 international flights, one from Mexico City, the other from Cabo San Lucas, both heading to Atlanta's International Airport, to divert to Montgomery's much smaller regional airport. Delta says that airport didn't have customs staff to process international passengers, so everyone had to stay put until the airport worked out a plan with federal officials.
It was so frustrating, so uncomfortable, and because we were in an international flight, they could not open, I believe, their cart for additional beverages and snacks or offer meals.
Early this morning, arrangements made to deplane under law enforcement supervision, passengers say. They also tell us they had to walk from the airport.
Off the top at 6 tonight, a shocking story that you'll only see on Local 10 News involving Tyreek Hill.
Police called to de-escalate a situation involving the Miami Dolphins superstar, his wife, daughter, and mother-in-law. Let's get right over to Local 10's Rosh Lowe live in Sunny Isles Beach with the exclusive. Rosh.
This was a very concerning call to police, and it came from the mother-in-law of Tyreek Hill. The mother-in-law concerned about her daughter and the couple's baby. You're looking at exclusive video of Tyreek Hill on the balcony of his Sunny Isles condo Monday as police are responding.
Battery to the daughter, the subject is the husband on scene.
The call goes out. Police race to the Porsche Design building in Sunny Isles Beach on Monday.
Subject is Tyreek Hill.
The mother-in-law of Miami Dolphins star wide receiver Tyreek Hill calls the cops. The call goes out as an assault in progress.
Subject black male wearing a white tank top.
When police get there, they make contact with Hill, his wife Keita Hill, and their child.
I'm ready for it.
They also speak to Tyreek's mother-in-law, Alicia Vaccaro. Let's get right to the police report. Quote, Vaccaro stated that Tyreek is very aggressive and impulsive, and that he has anger issues, and she is afraid for her daughter. And when she saw Tyreek arguing and throwing her daughter's computer to the floor, and later grabbing her granddaughter and start walking with her in his arms towards the balcony of their 35th floor residence, she called the police.
Get out! Get out!
Remember last September when he was pulled over by Miami-Dade officers outside Hard Rock Stadium on game day? Those traffic citations were eventually dropped. Straight out of the police report, Tyreek's wife tells cops that her arguments with Tyreek are becoming more frequent. When she told him he wasn't involved enough with the baby, she says he grabbed the baby, and she's now in the process of filing for divorce. No charges in this case. Both parties stated that the argument never became physical, even though Officers observed a light redness mark bruise on the mother's left upper chest and questioned her about it. Okay, now let's get to a statement from the Miami Dolphins, just put out a short time ago. It reads, quote, "On Monday, we were informed that the police were called to Tyreek Hill's home, and after conversations with Tyreek and members of his family, the police departed the residence without further incident, and the case was closed. We have since been in communication with Tyreek and the NFL, and will have no further comment on this matter." Back out here live, it is also important to note that Tyreek's wife did not want to write a report on this case. We're live in Sunny Isles Beach. I'm Rosh.
So, oh yeah, man. RIP to that. For that college student, man, that took his life, man. You feel me? RIP to that young man. Shit, that mental health is real, man, for real. Mental health is real, y'all. And I know. I really know. What? Mm, yeah, we got some shit coming. Figured out how to download these damn videos. Y'all ass in trouble, cuz. Do a couple of responses. Oh yeah, they had sees like what 50,000 of pure cocaine uncut. You feel me? Cocaine prices finna go up. Cartel, they said that they got like 50 pounds, 50,000 pounds of cocaine.
All new tonight, a new law is taking effect today here in the state of Ohio is set to have a major impact on the rights of gun owners. Nick Veland getting the ins and outs of this new law and getting insights on both sides of this debate. Nick.
Rodney, when Governor Mike DeWine signed Senate Bill 58 into law back in January, gun advocates say it was a win for supporters of the Second Amendment.
Give people the ability to have that Second Amendment and purchase firearms comes with a lot. And so taking this out of the mix is really a headache that we were concerned about for the last couple years. Now knowing that going forward, that's something that we don't have to worry about.
The new law does two key things. First, the law prevents financial institutions from tracking transactions made at gun stores. Second, it prohibits requiring firearm liability insurance for gun owners. Back in December, when this issue was debated on the State House floor, Representative Dontavius Gerald was one of those against the legislation, and he said that liability insurance encourages secure storage, safety training, and reporting lost or stolen weapons.
Weapons come with inherent risk. The very purpose of insurance is to mitigate those risks, protecting individuals and families from the devastating financial and emotional toll of unintentional shootings.
We saw many states that were not necessarily pro-gun states try to put in legislation that said if you simply owned a firearm that you had to carry liability insurance. There was no reasoning behind that other than to put a hurdle in there for people who were going to be gun owners.
Despite the passage of this law, this is a debate that is sure to continue with a lot of passion on both sides of this issue. On your side, Nick Veland, ABC 6 News.
That shit that crazy.